Wow, look at this keg.
Stunning,
The sun is going down.
Over the
We've got a bit of a heat.
Over the popcorn.
over the popcorn over there. That's all fields of corn. Look at that. The sun has already gone down, hence the pinky colour. It's hot.
It's putrid.
It's sweaty.
Very.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to drink enough water tonight to compensate.
I don't think there's enough fluid in the world to get us through tonight.
But we're going to do it because we always do. Now at Ashmore Estates. And I am going to leave the history, as always, to the people who know it. And we are going to go inside to meet Ashley, who hopefully is waiting for us.
Going to find our guide.
Yep. So we're going to, by the way, this will get worse and worse while I'm walking. This hair is plastered, which is why you got this lump here, and it is plastered with sweat. It's great. So, loving every minute of it.
And I think our clothes actually came out the washer drier than they are now as well.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go do this. Are you pumped, Kag?
Whoop. Yes, I am. I'm pumped.
You're pumped. You're pumped.
Pumped.
Get pumped.
Pumped. I'm
Pumped. All right, let's do this. Hello.
Hello. Come on in.
Oops, I'm just going to blind you as well.
That's
Forgot
okay.
about that. Oh, Ashley.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome to Ashmore Estates.
And you're going to show us around, give us a bit of history?
Yes, I will do that. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
come on in. So for starters, the part of the building that you guys are walking in was built in 1977 for the extension of the psychiatric hospital. So this area would have been like administration offices, doctor's offices, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Once you pass through this doorway right here, this is what would be that was a bat. So you just got that. Congratulations.
That's all right. I like that.
This would be the Poor Farm building, which was built in 1916. And by Poor Farm, so it was the Coles County Poor Farm. Basically, Poor Farm, when you were out here, is kind of, if society didn't want you, this is where you came. So we had people, orphans, widows, criminals, basically out of sight, out of mind type people. So this is what would have been the women and children's dining room during the Poor Farm. This wall right here would have actually been an exterior wall at one time, so you would have actually been able to see outside. These windows that you see are actually original to the building as well, so they are from 1916 also. Like I said, as far as hot spots, I don't think there's a part of the building that we haven't had something happen in. But this room and then the kitchen area back there seems to be kind of one of the hot spots. We've had a lot of shadows in here, a lot of cat ball action, so like trigger objects seem to happen in here. My, I would say most profound thing that's happened to me since I've been coming to this building, which has been about 9 years now, has happened back there in the kitchen.
Okay.
Happened on a Sunday morning, like 10:30 in the morning. I was pretty much ran out by the 8-foot tall shadow that everybody talks about.
Right.
It was interesting.
So does anybody know who he could be?
No. I have not been able to find anything. I mean, we've got EVPs where I've asked the question, you know, are you the person I've seen in other areas of the building? And I've gotten answers like yes. I've done Estes methods where I've gotten a name, but as far as like actually 100% documentation wise trying to figure out who he is, no. Okay. It's all been, you know, just using paranormal stuff. But it's the same shadow figure that like Project Fear now caught when they were here. It looks just the same. Several other teams who've been here that they've caught, it's the same. He's been seen in this room. He's been seen on the 3rd floor. He's been seen in the boiler room. With that being said, I will say there is nothing evil or demonic here in this building.
Yeah, I'm not into
100%.
demonic anyway.
If I thought that, one,
Yeah.
I would not live here. I would not have my kids here. I mean, I've slept in this building hundreds of times. I've been
Yeah.
in this building hundreds of times. I do a kids' day here twice a year. You know, this year we're doing a teen night. And if I thought anything like that was remotely here, I would not do anything like that or put my name on it or especially bring public in.
Yeah.
Now, do we have some spirits that are not so nice? Yes. I mean, I always say, you know, if you're a jerk in life, you're probably going to be one in death. So I think it's just one of those situations where maybe I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and he just didn't like it.
So did you just see him or did he interact
So I
with you?
basically went in through the door down that way and I was just in here sweeping, cleaning up on a Sunday morning. And I heard footsteps and it sounded like a man with concrete boots on. Like I heard the footsteps, I felt them, like the vibration of them. And then I looked up, I was facing this way, and then I looked up and I saw him. I mean, just tall as the ceiling, dark, and then he basically just came at me, and I took off running out the door. It was kind of like that fight or flight, and flight took over, and I pretty much ran out the door. So the next room we're gonna go to, during the Poor Farm days, this would have been the men's dining room. And then you would have had what everybody, I think, is their favorite room, which would be the boiler room. And then the maintenance room below it. Everybody always talks about Joe Bloxam, our maintenance man. He was here during the Poor Farm. He was mentally challenged. He was here. They gave him jobs to make him kind of feel welcome. Like, you know, he had a purpose for being here. He did have a half-sister that lived close by, so he would go visit her often. Unfortunately, one of those trips on the way back, he was hit by a train.
Oh, no.
He did manage to make it back to the building, but then unfortunately did pass away from his injuries. So we believe that he's one of our more active spirits in the area. A lot of people down here seem to think that he is the one that picks on the women in this area. I've had a lot of ladies down in the boiler room who've claimed to be poked or scratched or pinched. Some have said they've been tripped up or down the stairs. Personally, I don't seem to think that's him. I think maybe he's being used as kind of a scapegoat type of thing. Now, it could be him. I don't 100% know. That's just my opinion. But if you think about it, back in those days, women would not have been over here. They would not have been in the men's dining room, definitely not in the boiler room. You know, during those days, they would have been in the kitchen, taking care of the kids, doing laundry, that type of thing. So I don't know if maybe he's, you know, trying to protect them or maybe protect himself from getting in trouble. Or maybe he's just confused, like, hey, you know, why are women over here type thing. But this is probably my favorite spot of the building.
Right.
So this is the room that I was talking about. It's basically just like a squared off room.
Right.
That's under the stairs. We think maybe could have been like cold storage or something.
Well, one guy, I'm going to say I met a guy at the service station. What do you call them here? Service stations? Garage.
A gas station?
That's the
okay.
one.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. And I was sitting in the car and he beeped me.
Okay.
So I had to wind the window down. And then he told me, because he saw the shirts.
Right.
And he asked if he'd done Ashmore. And I said, well, that's where
Right.
we are tonight. And he was telling me that when he was young, before this was bought, before this was,
Right.
when it was obviously
We
in
have
a
a lot of
derelict.
those.
Yeah. He came in here and he said where you would go when you had a storm, so the storm shelter. He went into, so that's why I wondered whether it was this that would have been the storm
Okay.
shelter.
Could have been that or maybe the boiler room.
Yeah. He said he went down there and had a photograph taken and he saw a man coming towards him,
Okay.
but somebody who looked well dressed. And he was pretty serious about it. He said it freaked him out.
Okay. So basically, we were a poor farm up until around 1959, when kind of government assistance kind of came into play. And then we were a psychiatric hospital, then a nursing home. We closed down in 1986. sat empty for about 20 years. That's when a lot of people talk about, like, they came in and, you know, went through it. Then it did turn into the jump scare haunted house for a little while. Then Robin bought it in May of 2014, kind of turned it into what you guys see now. So he's done a lot of work to the place to kind of keep it going. So this room back here, this is another kind of hotspot area for people. This is what we call Mary and Margaret's room. But don't just focus on Mary and Margaret. I would focus on others as well. Mary and Margaret were a pair of sisters here during the Port Farm days. We actually have a picture of them upstairs, and I'll show it to you guys. Walk in so you guys can kind of see the room. So they're said, for some reason, they had their own private room, private bathroom. So the door behind the one we just walked in is actually a bathroom. We're not sure why that is, that they had their own private room. But they were in their 30s, had the mind of teenagers. They were said to have Down syndrome. They were said to be very boy crazy. A lot of times when folks come in and read some of the books that we have in here, they seem to get some activity. Kids Day, this seems to be an active room. When we have some of the kids come in and kind of play with the toys, they seem to get some activity out of them. But like I said, don't just focus on them.
Yeah.
Lately we've had some other spirits in here that have kind of shown themselves. So kind of keep that in mind. Questions so far?
So have you had,
Okay.
so is there any specific happenings in here apart from
So
any incidents
we've
that you can
had
remember?
the blocks knock over.
Right.
I've actually seen them. It was a couple kids days ago. We had, I think, 3 or 4 kids in here, and they had stacked up the blocks. And we were getting ready to leave, and I kind of said, you know, hey, we're gonna have to go take a break. You know, if there's anything you want to show the kids, or you know, before we have to leave, now would be a good time to do it. And we were all getting ready to stand up, and right before we did that, the blocks knocked over.
Okay.
So that was very interesting because they were all looking at me like I did it, and I'm like, I'm over here, I didn't touch them, you know, like I don't have a button that did it, I promise. We had a lot of like whistling. We've had that several times throughout the building. I always tell people music, for some reason, Frank Sinatra or Elvis seems to be big hits.
More singing.
More singing, yeah.
Yeah, those seem to be big hits for some reason. A lot of times if people play those, they seem to get stuff out of it.
Okay.
So just kind of keep that in mind.
Yep.
So like in this area right here, so you can see on the floor where a bathroom would have been, and then you would have had patient rooms around it, and it would have been the same over here as well.
Right. So these,
And then do have a piano back there. It is not original to the building.
Right.
However, I have had people tell me they've heard it play. One of my favorite stories is I have a good friend of mine who comes down a lot. She helps me with Kids Day. And whenever she comes down, she likes to sleep here. Don't ask me why, but she does. The last time she did it, she always runs a recorder when she's up here. And at no time when she was up here did she ever hear the piano playing.
Right.
But once she went home, listened to her recorder, she heard about 5 or 6 notes playing on the piano.
Oh, cool.
All right, are you ready to go upstairs to the sweat box?
We might as well get this one.
Might as well get it over with. This picture right here, these 2 little short ladies, this is Mary and Margaret.
Ah, okay. All right, cool.
And the lights on. On the stairs.
On the stairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Which it shouldn't be.
No.
No, actually not funny.
Somebody following
And the
us
bat
up.
wasn't there. We all saw it when
Yeah.
it came up, so that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Cool.
So, we did have a 4th floor at one time. And this picture kind of shows you what it did look like.
Right.
So in 2013, a tornado took the 4th floor off.
Okay.
So this building has withstood 2 direct hits from a tornado. It kind of slid it off the front. Robin actually redid the porches. So this was before 1977 because the part of the building that we're standing in is not there yet. So the stairway that would be right inside this door would have actually came up right about here. And you can see if you look right here where the two buildings kind of separate. And if you look above your head.
Okay. Yeah,
so
it goes to breeze block. Yeah.
Where the new and the old kind of begin and end. And then this room back here, really the only kind of small rule that we have is we have a lamp in here that we just ask that you don't turn off. It's kind of like an eternal flame type thing.
Right.
So it's what we call Hannah's room.
Yep.
Hannah was here. She actually worked in the haunted house. And then she worked here during the caretaker, like I'm doing.
Yeah.
She lived in a trailer that actually sat on the same slab that my house is on right now. Very good friends. We actually painted these two rooms together.
Right.
Unfortunately, 3 years ago on Monday, she was killed in a car accident.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So we kind of made this like her memorial room.
Yeah.
So it's people have brought stuff and left it in there. We have a book in there that people can write notes to her and stuff like that. We have had stuff happen in there.
Right.
Like pebbles being thrown. People have heard, voices.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. A lot of the history that we do have, her and her sister put together.
Right.
Because they both worked here for several years. So thanks to them, we do have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I know.
I
know, it's warm. So the Poor Farm Cemetery, everybody always asks about it. Unfortunately, it is on private property. It's about 1.5 miles across 16.
Okay.
This is a banner that was done several years ago. Joe, that's downstairs, he is actually buried over there. This is him right here. Elva Skinner, which a lot of people talk about also. She's our little girl spirit that we have. She is actually buried in Ashmore, though. She is actually buried in the town of Ashmore. So her grave you can actually go visit. She was about 10 days before her 5th birthday, getting ready for breakfast one morning. Unfortunately, got a little too close to a candle or something like that and ended up dying from burn injuries. Supposedly, the story that I've heard is that her mom remarried like a week later to get her and her sister out of here. And the new stepdad bought her a plot in town so that she did not have to be buried on the Poor Farm Cemetery. Yeah. I'll take it. It sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
So I'll go with it. So this is what her tombstone actually looks like.
Right.
So
how many passed away in here, would you say? Roughly?
Throughout the entire building, we think about 200.
Right. Over that time.
And then the original hospital bed, which was here during the hospital.
Oh,
This is it right here. So it actually does still crank. So the head of it does still move. You guys can lay on it or sit on it if you guys want. Right. A lot of people do the Estes method on it. Yep. They seem to get a lot of activity off of it. Okay. I've had a lot of people tell me they've felt like it vibrates or they've actually heard the springs moving. Felt like somebody sits on it with them. So definitely check this out at some point. Right. Okay. So we had a lady, so we used to do open houses where we'd have people come through. And we had a lady who she's actually still alive. She's in her late 80s, I believe. She lived here with her parents. Her parents were the superintendents here at one time. And she was telling us that this last room on the right here was her bedroom. Right. And this little bitty room right here was her dad's office. Okay. And she remembers getting up in the middle of the night, going across the hall into this room, looking out into the fields, and she remembers seeing somebody out there digging in the middle of the night. Well, when she was a little kid, she never thought about it or put it together and, what they were doing. She just thought they were out there working. Until she got older, and then she, puts two and two together and realizes that, they were probably out there digging graves in the middle of the night. And if you look downstairs at the picture about the bathrooms in the backyard, the way it was back then was a lot bigger than what it is now. So, we're almost pretty positive that there is probably people buried out there in the fields. Yeah. Like I said earlier, we've seen shadows in the backyard. People have got EVPs back there. People have got EMF hits. Yeah. I mean, Why else would you get an
Yeah.
EMF hit next to a cornfield?
Yep.
I mean, it really doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you.
Any other questions?
We got any other?
No, I haven't.
That's pretty
Like I
much-
threw a lie at you guys.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's great.
That's cool. That's really, really good. I reckon we go down because I want to dismiss what it could be.
Okay. Put that with us.
Take our light with us. Then if an 8-foot shadow figure comes running at us. We've got something to
I'll
blind.
tell you, there's an 8-foot shadow figure in here, I'm out.
I draw the line.
I draw the line at anything taller than me.
8 foot. Or even smaller than me. Have we got a light on so we can at least see the lay of the land? Alright, so this light has been going on and off up here. Let's just wait and see if it comes back on again. And the whole time we were down that hallway, it didn't come on once, did it? It did come on once. It came on lots of times.
You can't. It's too hot to concentrate, isn't it?
Where are we again?
Now that is one of the things that's said here, isn't it? It's the lights going on and
Well,
off.
I was convinced, and you did see it. It came on and off.
Mm-hmm.
There's only Kagami in the building, and we've come down here to have a closer look. Because if you really wanted my opinion, I came down to see if it was a bat.
Well, it could well be because they do have bats and birds.
But we said we'd go and have a look, so let's go and have a look.
I haven't seen anything flying around in here.
No. Get ready to stick that light on. If it comes on again, that was us.
Yeah.
There was nothing flying that time. That's crickets. Now, is there any crickets around it?
It's not crickets that set it off,
No.
but it's got to be higher than a cricket.
Alright, we'll let it go off.
Mm-hmm. Don't ask me what that was. The light's gone off.
Alright. And there's nothing. We looked.
Yeah. There's no bat,
There's
there's
no
no
bat.
bird.
Okay. I don't know, I just feel...
It did it once when I came up with my camera.
Yeah.
I went all the way down to the end, turned around and came all the way back, and it was not doing that.
Alright, so yeah, 'cause it was dark when you came up here, you would have noticed it.
Yep.
Alright. So where do we want to do it?
Ooh.
That area feels... This area's big, which could be conducive to putting a lot of stuff out.
Could be, but I'm wondering whether we stand down at the far end and go down this way, because that way you can still see if the light comes on and off.
Yeah. Big rooms there as well. All right. This would be like the nurse's station, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think there's devils.
No. So we're the third floor, aren't we, Alison?
We are, Cag. We are on the third floor.
And it's lovely up here.
It is gorgeous. It's lovely. I feel like I'm having a shower.
In
because
sweat.
I have so much moisture coming off me. Love you, America, but we did have to just book our tours or our investigations on a heat wave, and they did a a warning today. Alright, so if there is anybody here tonight, I'd love to talk to you. Now, I am going to say, I'm probably, cutting my head off to spite my face? I don't know what saying I mean to say, but the fact that the stair light is still coming on and then going off, coming on, going off.
It's not actually done it for a while.
It has. You've just been seeing it through the camera. I've been watching it. Oh.
Again? Okay.
No.
Oh.
What? What?
I don't know what that is. And I don't particularly want to know what that is.
No, let's not go down that one. Whoa.
Oh.
You heard that?
I did.
We just had a particularly nasty looking picture come up on Sear.
Which is not supposed to.
It's not supposed to, so I'll give you that idea of what it is. It's not nice, and it was bloody as well. And then we get that and that banging the... if you're down the end there, can you come and talk to us, please? We'd love to talk to you. Got some lights, and we've brought you some gifts for you to come and have a look at. Now the lights stopped, just as I was saying, that because it was coming on and off so regularly, I have to take into account maybe glitch in the lighting system. I don't know. We can't find a reason for it, can we, Kath?
Well, no. And you're saying since I've been standing here with a camera, I haven't seen it go off, and I've been looking at other things through there. But I mean, now I've been concentrating on it. It hasn't actually gone off at all.
Yeah. Now we're looking at it. So, well, thank you for that. Can you come forward, please? There's only Kagami. There's not a big team here, and
What's that?
what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? That's not.
Sounds like a voice.
Another voice. That's just gone back on. And the EMF lights just went on. You heard all that?
I did hear that.
Wow. No, it's not a car.
What the?
Okay, now I'm awake. Now
Well,
I'm
that
officially
woke us
awake.
up. Well, it woke us up then, didn't it?
Thank you. Right, we're going to do that again. So I just have to change my battery. No. Nowhere near it. Maybe you can do this, maybe you can ding on the bell. Actually, I'm just going to start this box up. See if we can get it going. Okay, now. Anything?
I can't see anything, but I wonder if the noise is coming from there though. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's the fan.
Well, that's the road there. On this side, we've got cornfields.
But is it the road further on that's parallel? We can't see it. But could it be the road further on?
Don't know.
The thing is, I can't see the cars going along there.
But it sounds like gravelly. And that road further on is tarmac.
Tarmac, yeah.
Right, I got a little box. I'm just putting it on the counter there. Maybe put your voice on it. Don't be shy. We're here to visit you. So, my name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
We're just here to give you a little visit. I bet it's okay. Hope we're not intruding. We really just wanted to chat to you.
That's a knock from down there.
There's also something on the side here.
Was there?
There's two.
I thought I heard something down there. And then the light came
I heard that. What light came on?
down the stairs again.
Okay. Well, just before I heard the knock down there, I heard something in the room there. That should hopefully have caused it.
Alright, so if there's anybody here, were you here when it was a poor farm? What was it like for you here?
Did they look after you?
That's the car.
Yeah. I think it sounds the same. Alright. Because we are getting it regularly, spacing, then we are going to say that what we're hearing is probably a car.
The truth is, we can't see the headlights. We can't
No.
see the main road from here.
Those are the cornfields.
Yeah.
But it's happening too often, it's the same sound each time, so. But that wasn't. Did you just hear that?
No, what was that?
Sound like everything's stepped down there.
Do you want to come and join us?
Alright, so can I try this back? I didn't really ask any questions, but
Hey.
that's different. It's not a consistent. It's not a consistent. The thing that gets me with this sound, guys, that one. It's not consistent like that. Like a car would do it, like, and then it's got almost pauses in it. And then it stops suddenly. Even though we're dying, show goes on. Put the tour coat on. Okay, let's get on with the show, shall we? Alright, the little box, I'm just putting it on the counter there. What we're hearing. I don't want to know, is that why we haven't got the sound of that? Because we are getting it regularly, spacing, then we are going to say the regularly spacing, then we are going to say
I don't know.
what we're hearing is probably a car.
Why didn't the car
Spacing,
come out?
then we are going to say that what we're hearing is probably a car. All right, thank you. That was you making little sounds on there. We do appreciate it.
If you also get some heavy breathing from us, guys, it's because it's very difficult to breathe up here. That was another noise.
Right here. Right here in the door.
There was one there and then it was my elbow. But I definitely heard that one. Okay.
Is anybody here? Anybody coming to talk to us? I need some help.
If you're here with us, can you just walk towards us? We can hear your footsteps, please. Nice and clearly for us.
That's a car. What's that?
That wasn't a car.
That wasn't a car. What was that?
Don't know.
Would you have thought it was a voice or?
I would have said it was a voice, either a child or a female.
Behind you?
I don't know whether it's behind me. It's definitely to the side, so this way.
Well, I was looking this way and I heard it in this ear here.
Right.
I didn't hear it in the other one. You want to come and play? There is subtle movements up here.
Yeah.
But we just heard a child.
What's going on down here? Was that you, Alison?
What? Who's got me?
Was it your stomach or something?
No, what?
To me it sounded like a voice.
I didn't hear it.
Right here.
No, my stomach's not made any sounds.
Did you?
I didn't hear it though.
What if you caught it on recorder?
Oh, no.
It's like somebody spoke, but right next to me.
So some of it we can put down maybe to cars. Although that light has stopped coming on again, have you noticed?
Yeah.
Since we started to get all these noises in here. So how far can you see down there with the hallway?
I can see the I don't know. To me it looks like lights in the far window. I can see up and through these first doors.
Alright, because you said you couldn't see me. Well, that's a little bit louder, wasn't it?
Yeah. I couldn't see if you moved.
Okay. Now I've just had a crack down there and I've just had a cold breeze go past me.
All right. Yeah, that's what happened to me. But see, I haven't, and I'm sat behind you,
Another one just
and I've
down
not felt
here.
anything at all.
Thank you if that's you. It's about that high. Off the ground.
Well, yeah. There's some weird noises in here, isn't there?
Should be-
If you're up here, we're going to go down to the next floor. You can come and join us. You're more than welcome to.
We're going to move on now. We're going to go down another level. It's interesting enough. What do you think, Clay?
Okay, I've got the draft.
Have you?
I have. It comes.
Did that just flash down there?
I don't know what flashed
It
there.
flashed out. Oh my, I think it's the lights. Oh, behind me. Still not enough to make us want to stay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on.
Okay. Let's do this.
I'm keeping that light very close to me, okay?
Good for you.
Because that has a button on it.
The thing is,
And if that has a button on it,
mm,
it means I can press that button.
the problem is like, it's no good me having that because I can never find that button.
I know, my finger's right there.
Okay.
You might, it's going to sit there hovering like this in case we get an 8-foot shadow figure come running at us.
Well, that's true. Also, if you get that, I'll
And
quite happy to
then,
put the
very
lights on.
quickly, my light will go on.
Mm. You'd be quicker than a quick draw
I'll be
thing.
quicker than a quick thing. Alright. Alright, we're going to put this little box. If anybody is here, little box in my hand, I'll put it right there in front of me. I'm not going to touch it. Can you maybe come and put your voice on there, please? My name's Alison.
And my name's Cag.
I'm just wondering what your name is. Could you run up here and give us your name?
If there's any child with us tonight, I'm going to draw some pictures. I'm going to try because I'm not very good at drawing. What would you like me to draw?
Did you like to draw?
Alright, so were you here for long? Were you just here with your mummy, or were you here with mummy and daddy?
Then put you in with the other harsh patients. The other harsh patients.
What? What's that?
Didn't put you in.
Use your words.
Words.
Try and string them together. It makes a
The
sentence.
words are.
Spit the words out and I'll put them into
I think
sentence
the
for you.
words are still sitting in the refrigerator. I don't think the words are in my head at the moment.
Yeah, it's so bad that it's actually.
Stopped your phone from being charged.
Yeah, my phone won't charge because it keeps telling me it's wet.
What's that? It just flew past. Is that a fairy?
Oh, it was definitely a fairy. Yeah,
Thought so.
yeah, they fly around a lot here. So, all right, let's do this. Yeah, it's affecting the equipment. The equipment is getting damp. The floor's wet with condensation.
Yeah.
We are just absolutely soaked. Let's see if we've got anybody who wants to talk to us.
About 10 minutes when I find the on-off switch. Then put you in with the other harsh patients. The other harsh patients.
What? What's that?
Didn't put you in. You sleep.
Use your words. I had my eyes closed.
Try
I was listening.
together.
Yeah. Eh? I had my eyes closed, but I was listening.
So you weren't asleep?
No.
Didn't put you in.
Use your words. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, let's go sit go and do a nestus. So Kate's going to do some drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am. I'm going to try.
You're going to do some drawing.
And Alison's just going to repeat everything all night. Guys, you've got to be here to realise how bad this is and how much we are struggling.
We're struggling. It's almost becoming a health and safety thing, so we may have to cut it short soon.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to tell John, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Next time we're coming in winter.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'd rather have 6 foot of snow than
Yeah.
this.
Sure.
Right.
I need to light. I need to put my finger on the light,
Okay.
in case something attacks me. And I've got this creepy wheelchair next to me. I noticed they put me there.
Alright, so if there's anybody here, do you want to come and play? So, my friend's down there. She'll be fine. She's down there out of the way. We don't want anything to do with her.
I think that just said piss off.
Well, that's not very childlike, is it? Seriously. Got this toy here. I'm going to move this upside down like that. All you have to do is touch it and more of the balls will come down. So how about drawing? What sort of things do you like?
I've heard the balcony twice.
Oh, did you used to like to go on the balcony? Were you allowed on the balcony? Am I talking to an adult or a child? Can you tell me? Can you tell me if you're an adult or a child? Can you remember? If you're not quite sure, tell us something that you do remember. Yeah? Can you tell us something you do remember?
Leave and out.
Can you see what I've drawn there? Can you tell me what that is, please? Tell me what it is.
I keep hearing leaves all the time.
Okay. Well, it's a bit sad. I'm going to draw something else now in case there's a boy here. That sounds a bit sexist. I don't mean to do that. Okay. Can't see very well, so it's not going to be very good. Can you tell me what I'm drawing now? I don't know if you can see it on there. Can you tell me what I'm drawing? What's this picture here?
4.
Is that ball or 4? You're not going to do anything? I'm going to write a number on here. And I
Death.
want you to be able to tell me what it is.
Our health.
You can see it on there. That's the wrong colour to do it in. Let me do it in a different colour. I'll go over the top. Okay, can you see the number now? Can you tell me what number it is on that piece of paper, please? Can you try really hard? What number's on that piece of paper?
Please.
What do you think, Mr. Weather? Do you like it? You're going to tell me the number that's written down here? What if I draw a shape? I'm going to draw a shape just there, so I'm going to show you what I've drawn.
You getting anything?
Just going to ask one more question.
Alright, it's quite quiet on here.
Can you tell me the shape I've just drawn? What shape is it? If you just do this one, I'd be really grateful. It's very sad you don't want to talk to us. We've come a long way.
Hey,
No, all good.
all good?
Yeah. I tried.
All right. Nothing happened over there? No sounds? No...
No.
No. All right, let's move on.
We gave it a go. We came, we
We gave
saw,
it a go.
and we failed miserably.
We saw.
And we failed miserably.
We failed miserably on that one. Did you stay awake long enough?
Maybe.
Did you?
Maybe 1 or 2 little episodes where it went a little bit quiet for a little while.
Maybe what? You fell asleep.
Maybe. No, I'm not saying I fell asleep. I said there may be 1 or 2 times when the questions were a little bit further apart than they should have been. Oh, we're all good. Right, so we're now on the ground floor.
We are, and we thought it'd be cooler.
We did.
We did, didn't we?
We were wrong.
We were so wrong.
It feels cool for
It's
the
wetter.
first couple of seconds that you're down here, and it's like, wow, that is such a relief.
Yeah.
And then when you're here for like just a few seconds longer, you're like, do you know what? It's freaking hot down here as well.
It is. I am going to be very disappointed if we haven't lost at least 5 kilos in fluids.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's do it. We can do this.
We can. Can I just stifle that yawn first? Then I'll be fine. Okay. I need to just need to stifle it. All right. So,
All right.
any women and children in here? Now, this was your dining room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, anybody in here? We just want to introduce ourselves. So, my name's Cag, and this is my friend Alison. And we just want to talk to you if you're around. So, if you're here, could you light up one of the lights that we put out for you, or just make a noise? Any of those? We'd be really grateful if you could. Did that just flash? Or was it just my eyes?
I think it's just your eyes.
Okay. I could have sworn they flashed, but it might have just been a micro nod. Okay. Okay, so.
Mind you, I've taken my glasses off because I can't see a thing except steam. Condensation on the glasses, that's all I can see.
All right, so there's a very big guy in here. Supposedly he's...
Oh.
Yes.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Yes.
He's about 8 foot from what I can gather. That's a really tall guy.
It is. That was a flux.
If you're here tonight, can you just stay where you are? Because we really don't want anything to do with you.
No, we do.
No, come on out and show yourself.
I hope you don't mind just having a bit of fun. It's not on your expense, we just naturally do it. So
We're just tired and struggling. That's why
Yeah.
we're getting a little bit silly.
that's better. It's not on there though, is it? Well, what if I sit here?
Okay. Let's swap seats. Bless you.
And then everybody's going to go, how come you just swap seats?
I know.
I'll just edit it. Yeah. This is what we do. When you're not professional. See, that's better.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Yeah. That's better.
When you're not professional, like PQ. Daily script.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know it looks silly, we've moved seats, but that's because we're clashing with
We're
the
playing
cameras
a
here.
game, aren't we?
Do you like playing games?
Oh, because I like playing games.
We play games all the time. It's usually mind games.
So if you like playing games, there's actually some set of bowls on the table. If you want to play with those, you can light the light up at the same time. Just going to put this little box on. Now this little box is going to have a little light on there. And what we're going to do, we're going to try and ask you some questions, and if you could answer them, we'd be really grateful. Just try really, really hard. All right. All right. So if there's any children here, please don't be frightened. We're mums. We have got children, although our children are getting on a bit now, aren't they? So I'd like to know, I'm really old now, how old are you?
Noise down the end there. I'm going to say I'm very old as well. Fact, it's my birthday. The week after we get back, or the week we get back. Week after we get back.
Do you think, do you have enough? Need to borrow any?
Do you used to celebrate birthdays?
You know, if you didn't, that would be very sad. I think we should celebrate their birthdays now.
Oh, we should.
Let's sing happy birthday to them.
Let's.
Whether it's your birthday or not, it doesn't matter. Just this is for
Just
you.
bear with us.
All right, this is a gift for you.
Yeah.
So, after 3, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Slot your name in here.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Hooray!
Yay!
Hope you enjoyed that. Are there any ladies in here with us?
We can find a song for all of you.
Oh, I said they liked.
Oh.
Really?
Have we done an EVP session?
We're doing one now.
It's a long one.
It's when you start to yawn.
It is when we start singing. We nearly went into another couple of songs then.
They're like Elvis in here. Only this man. Oh, okay, so. Alright, so if there's any children here, please don't be frightened. We're mums. We have got children, although our children.
Stop it.
Our children. Okay, not like
High
pitched,
yeah, like a child screaming. So you heard it?
I did. But it wasn't on the recorder, was it?
No. Go back. Might be in a whistle.
Okay, not a bit now, aren't
There.
we?
It is on recorder.
Oh. Please don't be frightened. We're mums.
Go right back.
We're mums. We're mums. We have got children, although our children.
They said that
Okay, not a bit now.
whistling, people get whistling in here.
Alright, so if this.
What?
What was that noise?
What noise?
Sounds like I honestly thought somebody was going to walk in.
I was too busy talking, I didn't hear it.
Is there anybody there? Hope you enjoyed that. Are there any ladies in here with us? It's me, sorry. Just fell asleep.
Oh, is it there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to close my eyes so I could listen, because I have to close my eyes to listen. But it's fatal when you're tired. You just go, open my eyes and listen.
Sorry, guys. Okay, keep our eyes open.
Eyes open. Did you fall asleep as well then?
Yes. Right.
There's some noises going on.
There is. We probably missed somebody walking around out here. It probably came in. Last thing I remember is you saying felt like somebody was coming in, and I fell asleep. I don't remember anything after that. I could have just been walking around down here, and we missed it. This camera might have got it, except I think it fell asleep as well. It was kind of drooped, but I found it. All right, let's do this. Let's get back on it. Oh dear.
Really? I can't even be session. With this, we're doing one there. It's a long one. It's when you start to yawn. It is when we start seeing. We're nearly waiting until another couple of seconds.
No. That whistle thing was interesting though.
Yes.
And we might have got something after it, we're just not sure.
Hey.
All right, Keg. We are finishing early.
We are.
Why are we finishing early?
Because it is so hard.
It is very hard, very difficult. It is, as I said earlier, it is extremely warm, extremely hot. I am pulling this for safety reasons because we're both getting a little bit dizzy. We're both getting a little bit, and this is the thing to remember, is you have to know when to just go, enough's enough. We're not getting much. I don't know if you're going to see much on here until I've looked at it, but that's not unusual, is it, Keg?
No, we find when it's hot.
When it's hot,
Yeah.
when we're tired, because the temperature's bringing down the mood, the temperature's bringing down the energy, we get next to nothing interacting. And we find that on the tours as well. And I think it's not that this place is not haunted. We've had some interesting noises.
Here we are.
You just missed a step, like what Keg heard earlier, like somebody's moving around out there. It just means that it's quiet, it's just our energy. We're flat. Why would anybody want to come and talk to us? So we're going to call it a night, we're going to pack up, and we're out of here. We're going to get some sleep.
We are. We're going to rehydrate first, though. We've been trying to drink...
2 gallons, I think 2 gallons should do it.
2 gallons?
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to go. Catch you later.
Bye.
Sorry, it's been a flat one. Bye.